Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Joel Cordero. Having started yesterday, a winter storm watch has correctly predicted an abundant snowfall. The winter weather advisories are still in effect for northeastern and central Pennsylvania, all for the sake of serious snowy weather. Now, the snowy forecast is expected to run until later this evening and could still leave a large amount of snow left to be plowed. In other news, Wilkes-Barre being farther up north has a more serious condition. Mayor George Brown has announced Code Blue starting today and running until Saturday, December 6th. Brown also announced that Calvary Bible Church on 410 South River Street, Wilkes-Barre, will serve as a night shelter to help people out of the cold. The shelter opens every night at 7 p.m. until 7 a.m., except on Wednesday opening at 9 o'clock p.m. It is recommended that while driving in these certain conditions, driving is to remain slow. Keeping a safe distance from other drivers is a sensible solution, and everyone has to follow directions posted on highway advisory screens. On I-80 eastbound, there has been a multiple vehicle crash. Interstate 80 has multiple sections closed due to crashes across the state. The highway is closed in Northumberland County, and the crash closed a portion of I-80 eastbound at exit 178, Route 222, interchange at exit 212A, Route 147 Milton. A detour is placed using Route 222 and Interstate 180. I-80 westbound has had a second crash between exit 224, PA 54 Danville, and exit 215, PA 254, Limestoneville, has closed all traffic lanes. Details of the process are limited and are yet to be updated. Between 1:30 and 2 o'clock this morning, fire crews responded to a massive house fire at Forest Hills Acres, Hazel Township. A lot of fire crews were needed to help out the flames. While the house was destroyed, everyone made it out safely. However, the story does not end there, as something apparently out-related the fire occurred. According to officials, somebody came to the scene along with 2 shooting victims. It is not clear what circumstances the victims were part of, nor what caused the fire, so an investigation is now ongoing. There has been a deadly shooting in Freeland around 2:30 this morning. Following the shooting, an 18-year-old boy is dead and 15-year-old is wounded in the leg. According to police, the shooting occurred outside of a business in Freeland, and the victims were sent to the hospital. The 18-year-old passed away in the hospital, but the 15-year-old is expected to pull through. The shooting is now under investigation as there are no leads. Anyone with information on the shooting is asked to contact Pennsylvania State Police Hazleton at 570-459-3890. A woman from Georgia is facing some serious charges after a bar assault in Girardville on November 22nd. The woman was identified as Haley Alyssa Hammer and is now facing 6 charges. The assault took place at Guntown Bar and Billiards on North 2nd Street. According to state police in Frackville, there was a reported stabbing and troopers arrived at the bar around midnight. The police were informed that 3 stab victims, one of which included the bartender, were transferred to Lehigh Valley Hospital East. After interviews with Hammer and looking at security footage with Hammer committing violent acts and using threatening statements, police charged Hammer on Wednesday, November 26th. Hammer is now charged with 2 counts of misdemeanor, 1 terrorist threats, 2 counts of misdemeanor, 2 simple assault, and 2 counts of summary harassment. Hammer is to appear in upcoming court proceedings to answer the charges. Due to recent snowy weather conditions, today's American Red Cross Community Blood Drive has been canceled. Originally planned to take place today from 1:30 to 6 o'clock p.m., the Community Blood Drive would have been at Boyer's Market at 318 Hancock Street in McAdoo. The special time slot for blood donation started on November 17th and is to continue until Sunday, December 7th. Those who donate within that time get an exclusive pair of Red Cross Pac-Man socks. Anyone with inquiries on blood donations, future blood drives, and appointments can visit redcrossblood.org or give Red Cross a call at 1-800-733-2767. Coming up on WYLN News, McDonald's is celebrating Christmas with a Dr. Seuss character. Plus, there is an announcement for 2026 dog licenses. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the Wyln Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
Brought to you by Lehigh Valley Health Network, part of Jefferson Health. With LVHN Same Day, Next Day Cancer Care, you can get a video visit with a clinician within 48 hours following a cancer diagnosis. Learn more at lvhn.org/cancercare.
Hi, my name is Maya, and I am 8 years old, and tomorrow the weather will be cloudy.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
For a better customer experience, visit Fairway Subaru in Hazleton. Fairway Subaru has been providing generations of customers with Subarus. With exceptional customer service they've come to expect. Check out our selection in person or at fairwaysubaru.com. Fairway Subaru, the right car, the right price, the right dealer.
Hey, it's Justin from Grand Central, and our trained sleep professionals are here to help you sleep like never before. With an extensive line of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we are sure to find you the right mattress at the right price. Free delivery and removal, interest-free financing for up to 60 months, and same or next day delivery on select models.
And don't forget, everyday low prices. Stop in to one of our 2 locations, Route 93 in Nescopec,
Or downtown Hazleton.
and see why Northeast and Central Pennsylvania sleeps better with Grand Central.
This week on Let's Talk Chiropractic, we're going to talk about chiropractic and car accidents. It's getting icy out there, the roads are not always salted, so check in about car accidents and chiropractic.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. Hey, did you know WYLN posts news stories and other bonus content on social media all week long? The Weather Kids, Fresh from the Farm, Everyday Heroes, Let's Talk Sports, Feel Good Friday, daily news stories, and more. Visit WYLNTV.com, Facebook, and YouTube to check it out. WYLN, the local leader on social media. We're your local network.
Welcome back to Wyln News. With Christmas now noticeable on the horizon, McDonald's is partaking in a celebration this year with a certain character theme. From the creative mind of Dr. Seuss himself, the mean one, Mr. Grinch, from How the Grinch Stole Christmas, has his own meal for the holiday season, and today was the start of its selling. The meal came with a variety of choices for food, and comes with a special pair of socks that fit the theme and spirit of the book. Miracle Commercial Real Estate Services has 5 buildings in the work, and some are expected to be ready for tenants this spring. With 2 other building projects underway, like the industrial building at Humboldt and an indoor sports center for the Hazleton Area School District. Miracle is developing Crossroads East that will take shape into 4 phases near I-80, State Route 424, and State Route 924. Drivers have seen the first building at 210 Innovation Drive, which it has 372,000 square feet and will be ready in spring. A second building is also in the works at 125 Crossroads Boulevard with 450,000 square feet. Miracle Company owner Bob Miracle says that Crossroads East drew strong backing from local and state government. PA State Department of Agriculture announced new dog licenses for 2026. Dog owners may now begin purchasing 2026 dog licenses for their friendly companions for all dogs ages 3 months and older by January 1st. The dog licenses are legal obligation for every dog owner in the state, which can increase the likelihood that lost dogs will quickly be reunited with their owners and avoid shelters. The licenses also fund the Bureau of Dog Law Enforcement with inspecting state licensed kennels, shutting down illegal kennels and puppy mills, monitor dangerous dogs, and other duties. The cost for the annual license is $10.80, and the lifetime license cost is $52.80. According to the Department of Agriculture, owners who fail to license their dogs can face fines up to $500 plus court costs. Owners can purchase licenses in person, by mail, or online at licenseyourdogpa.pa.gov. As discussed on yesterday's Kokomo's County Report, the Luzerne County Courthouse Rotunda is gearing up for their annual tree lighting celebration. Residents of Luzerne County and neighboring counties all around can make a visit to the main court building to witness the beauty of lighting a giant Christmas tree. Not only is a tree lighting feature, but there will also be live music performed by PA Philharmonic, fun activities for the children, and warm refreshments. Just like his appearance he is making at the Hazleton City Hall tomorrow, Santa Claus will be showing up in all his glory, so make sure the kids and accompaniment have their lists ready. The event will start at 5 p.m. at the Luzerne County Courthouse Rotunda at 200 North River Street, Wilkes-Barre. Showing up half an hour early is highly recommended, as no one will want to miss out on any of the fun. Coming up on Hazleton's News Choice, Trooper Anthony Petrosky gives the basic information on the laws of trespassing on this week's Trooper Talk Tuesday. Plus, Wyln historian Chris Fulmer leads us down the path through history with Pottsville Part 2. And stay with us on Wyln. We'll be right back.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Pete Kasalika in the greater Hazleton area today.
Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years.
Something is out there. What it is, no one knows. However, since its first sighting, there have been numerous reports of strange lights in the night sky. Some say they are extraterrestrials, flying saucers. But to all of those seemingly unrelated uncertainties, there is one common thread.
Solo Spaceman. Watch Solo Spaceman on WYLN Thursdays at 1:30, Saturdays at 7, and Sundays at 4:30.
Are you looking for a trustworthy publishing company to publish your book? One that understands the process and upholds Christian values in its business practices?
Introducing Covenant Books, an author-friendly publisher who shares your beliefs and wants to publish your story. Call us today to get a free author packet to help get you started.
We realize your book is unique, personal, and written with a higher purpose. That's the content we're looking for.
We provide authors freedom and flexibility throughout the publishing process with professional book editing, award-winning design, and some of the highest royalty structures in the industry.
Covenant distributes and sells your book online and in bookstores everywhere. We convert your book in ebook format and sell it on Amazon, Apple iTunes, and to these distributors. Our authors love us.
So if you've written a biography, a devotional, a memoir, self-help, or any genre, we can help. Be like these authors and get your book published and sold today.
Call right now for your free writer's guide.
1-800-215-3680.
Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, spend some time learning about great wine, great beer, and great food on WYLN TV 35. When you see news happening in your neighborhood, call WYLN News at 570-459-1869 or email us at news@WYLNTV.com or send us a message on social media through Facebook. WYLN, we're your local network.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another WYLN Trooper Talk Tuesday segment. I'm Trooper Anthony Petrowski, Troop N Public Information Officer. Today we're talking about trespassing. Yes, trespassing. That's when you go onto somebody else's property without their permission. And now, this sounds like a minor thing. This is very common in the law enforcement spectrum. We deal with this quite often. And it's very important to know, if you do not have permission to be on somebody's property, or you don't know whose property it's owned by, you cannot go on that property. Also, if there is posted markers, meaning paper or placards somewhere that say no trespassing, you have to abide by that. If not, and the homeowners contact us, or they have you on video security and they give it to us, we do an investigation, you can be cited for harassment. Now, when I say cited, that's a criminal arrest, but it's not putting handcuffs on you and taking you to jail. You will receive a non-traffic citation in the mail. Now, if it keeps happening, you could face more serious charges, and it can now be a misdemeanor charge. Okay, so what you need to do is understand, if you're going on somebody's property, number one, you need permission. Okay, and that may be woods somewhere where maybe you want to hunt or ride four-wheeler or side-by-side. You need to seek the landowner and gain permission. Otherwise, you can be cited. And when we talk about four-wheelers and side-by-sides out in the woods, if we as law enforcement come in contact with you and you're not allowed to be on that property, technically we would have to tow that sport utility vehicle and side-by-side 4x4s, we'd have to tow them off the property because you could be causing damage to the property owner's property. So very simple. Know whose property you're on. If you're unsure, seek permission. That's the safest way to do it. And if you can't get a hold of anybody, find somewhere else to go. Otherwise, you could be looking at criminal charges, and this is all very easy to avoid. Thanks for tuning in. We'll check you here right back on WYLN for another Trooper Talk Tuesday.
It's cold out there. Call S.J. Kowalski for the best products and solutions to help lower your energy costs and keep your family safe and comfortable this winter. Our professional team has unparalleled experience with all the latest innovative types of heating systems. We're a Lennox Premier dealer, installing high-quality equipment, providing the ultimate experience in comfort and climate control while being energy efficient. S.J. Kowalski, heating and cooling the way the earth intended.
WYLN programming is online all the time. Visit our website at WYLNTV.com to check out archive shows and a live stream of our broadcasts. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. You can also head directly to our YouTube page for all our programming at youtube.com/WYLNTV35. Subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified every time there's a new show available online.
WYLN TV 35 is expanding and is on the hunt for a dynamic salesperson to join our vibrant team. If you've got the passion and the drive, we want to hear from you. Send your resume to the email displayed on your screen. Don't miss this great opportunity.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969.
Hello, I'm WYLN historian Chris Fulmer. Pennsylvania's communities are filled with interesting history. Come with me as we discover the people, events, industries, and other historic facets of local towns.
Attention WYLN viewers, WYLN TV can now be seen on the Hazelton Service Electric Cablevision HD tier. channel 507 and over the air at 35.1. WYLN, we're your local network.
Hi, my name is Maya, and I am 8 years old, and tomorrow the weather will be cloudy.
After the war had ended, coal mining took off in Pottsville and all of Schuylkill County. The miners, however, did not share in the wealth of the black diamonds, and for a decade after the war, violence known as the Reign of Terror raged in the area, blamed largely on the Molly Maguires. Their exact level of guilt in the violence, if they had any at all, remains debated to this day. Pottsville was the site of many of the Molly's trials, many conducted questionably by the prosecution. And the city was also where 6 alleged Mollys, James Boyle, James Carroll, Thomas Duffy, Hugh McGeehan, Thomas Munley, and James Rorty were hanged on June 21, 1877, in conjunction with 4 other executions in Mock Chunk, giving the day the name the Day of the Rope. It was around this time that the roots of the textile industry, soon to become a major employer in Schuylkill County, took hold in Pottsville for the first time. Moses Phillips had immigrated to the city from Poland, and in 1881 he began selling flannel shirts sewn by his wife Endel to local miners out of a pushcart. This business successfully took off, and in 1907 Phillips merged it with D. Jones & Sons Shirt Company of Lebanon County, becoming the Phillips-Jones Corporation. In 1919, the company filed a patent for a self-folding collar, which was introduced 2 years later to great success. The company's name changed again to Phillips Van Heusen in 1957, in honor of one of its best-selling shirt brands. The company's Pottsville factory remained its flagship plant until the 1970s, when production was moved south in search of cheaper labor. The company is still in business today as PVH. Nor was Moses Phillips Company the only textile firm to take root in Pottsville. In 1887, local business leaders pushed to get a silk mill in town. $90,000 was raised to try and lure a potential mill, and ultimately the Phoenix Silk Manufacturing Company, headed by Albert Tilt, took up the offer. What became known as the Tilt Silk Mill opened in 1888 on 12th Street and Laurel Boulevard. Throwing the silk into durable yarns would then be sent to other mills in the Allentown area for processing. At the Tilt Mill's peak, over 1,500 employees worked there. Production declined in the 1920s until the mill was forced to close. It operated for some years afterwards as the Onyx Blouse Company, and today serves as part of Ed's USA Auto Rails complex. While Yuengling's was Pottsville's most famous and profitable brewery since its opening, no fewer than 7 others operate in the city over the years. One of the more prominent of these was founded by George Lauer in 1845. Operated by him, and then his son Frederick at first, it would be renamed the Orchard Brewery by Loren Schmidt, who purchased it in 1877. Its longtime brewery on South Center Street was opened in 1886, and by 1893 it would be operating under its more familiar name, the Mount Carbon Brewery. Among the mellow brew of the mountains products offered by the brewery were its Bavarian-type beer, Mount Carbon Porter, Lord Salisbury Ale, and Old Bohemian beer. The Mount Carbon Brewery closed in 1976, but Yuengling's, which purchased the company's licensing, sold several of its products under its own banner for some years afterwards. Another notable Pottsville brewery got its start in 1865 as the Blue Tavern and Brewery. One of the original owners was Charles Reddig, who had purchased primary control of the brewery by 1877. Reddig also moved the business from its original location on East Norwegian and Railroad Streets to its more permanent home on West Market and 9th Streets. Known later under such names as the Charles Reddig & Son Brewery and the Reddig Brewing Company, its products would include Reddig Porter, Reddig Ale, and Edelweiss. The Reddig Brewery closed in 1934, although it is believed that the caves behind the brewery, where beer was stored until it was ready to be shipped to market, are still there today. As the 20th century approached, Pottsville reached out to the entire world with its coal, manufacturing, and railroads. It was also during this time that trolleys started running through American towns, and Pottsville would become a notable trolley hub, with tracks reaching south Schuylkill Haven and east to Mock Chunk. In 1891, one trolley line reached Tumbling Run Reservoir outside the city, which was the catalyst for an amusement complex to spring up there. A roller coaster soon graced the reservoir, as well as a hotel, dance hall, baseball field, theater, and boathouses. For a nickel, patrons could also take a steamboat ride around the reservoir's lake. During its height, more than 750,000 guests visiting Tumbling Run during the 1908 summer season. The beginning and the end of the resort came in 1912, when the Philadelphia Rain Coal and Iron Company, which owned and operated the reservoir's dams for use in its collieries, banned swimming in the lake. The following year, the company ordered the boathouses shuttered, and the resort quickly withered to practically nothing by 1915. Little remains of this now reforested site today.
Hi, my name is Maya, and I am 8 years old, and tomorrow the weather will be cloudy.
You're watching WYLN TV 35.